welcome back to our channel. Okay, so this is a very impromptu video. This is in real time. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday, friends. I had planned on filming something completely different. Sorry, I think it's a little, there we go. Something completely different, but then yesterday happened, and then one of you guys, a new subscriber, hi to all of you guys, said, can you kind of explain keto a little bit better? And I thought, you know, that's a really good idea of like maybe weekly, bi-weekly, monthly or something to get on here and explain keto my way. I am not the most perfect keto person in the world. I do lazy keto, dirty keto, simple keto, easy keto. You name it keto, this girl does keto, you know? But I chose to lead a ketogenic lifestyle because of health issues. And my son, who is about almost 15 in a couple weeks, he chooses to do keto with me as well. Now, I had his permission before I talk about all of this, but after seeing the comment yesterday, and then yesterday going to his pediatrician, it got me thinking, I just want to film this video to chat with you guys about signs to look for. So a little backstory, yes, I have penguin pants on. Penguins are some of my favorite animals. Do you know? Okay, ADHD strong girls and boys. Penguins, when they find their soulmate, they stay together for life. It's like me and my husband. Yep, I'm cheesy. Anywho. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about was, I would say for about, I don't know, 6-8 months, I had started taking my son to see a nutritionist. And this was all by the way, his choosing. We had spoke to the pediatrician brought it up. My son was like, yeah, sure, I'm down, whatever, I don't care. Like, I know I've got a problem and I'm willing to, you know, let's see what we can do. The pediatrician addressed it and we were able to talk about it in a way that was very healthy and beneficial. Okay? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Anyhow, so by his choosing, about every month we would go and see a nutritionist. Now, mind you, I was dabbling in keto at the time. I was learning keto. I was trying to understand keto. The first time I jumped into keto, I was kind of like winging it. I thought it was a glorified Atkins diet. Didn't really understand it. Just thought if I stayed 20 carbs or less, I was golden. I didn't count macros. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just kind of, like I said, keeping it 20 and under on carbs. By December, I jumped in, no holds bars. I was watching, which I still do, Dr. Ken D. Berry, Thomas DeLauer, Dr. Berg, Dr. Boz, finding other keto channels such as Keto Ginger, Laura Brazy. There was a lot of people I just started watching so I could understand, because in my head I kept thinking, oh, this is Atkins, I'm gonna live on sausage, bacon, eggs, and cheese for the rest of my life. I can't do it, you know what I mean? And I think that is like the big mentality for a lot of people who don't really know where to search, where to look, and how to do it. So mind you, through the time of doing all of this research, at the same time, I'm taking my son to a nutritionist, and very amazing, by the way. Like, I'm not knocking any of this. Like Dr. Berry always says, practicing medicine is just that. It's practicing medicine. That not me, him, doctors in general, nurses in general, are educated a specific and certain way. And so when they go to school, they're taught, we eat this, this, and this is the food pyramid, and here's how you do it, and maybe watch on this, but you can still have it, and da 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 da. So that was what was being taught to my son. So when, you know, he was trying to eat the way the nutritionist is saying, nothing was happening. And mind you, at the time, I'm doing my own research because I'm having my own health issues. one of the things that I started to research was signs of insulin resistance. Mood swings, darkening of like neck creases and folds and armpits and all kinds of different things. And I will never forget, it was April of this past year. We were on spring break and I was putting sunscreen on the back of my son's neck. And he did have like a little neck fold, crease, whatever you call it, I don't know. And it was really dark. Now, my boys, including my husband, all swim with those swim t-shirts, like those sun protectors for your back and everything. And my son happened to be putting his on, and he had really darkening of the armpits. And I'm like, that's concerning. But again, I wasn't too 100%. I was still like learning, but it was, I think it was even the bright idea the video happened to pop on my YouTube, like, hey, watch this video. And it was also talking about diabetes. My mom has diabetes. My grandfather passed away from complications of diabetes. So diabetes has always been a huge concern of mine. So here we're seeing for like 6 months or so, a nutritionist who's saying you can eat this and this and this and this and this. And you know, then I'm doing my own research on keto, and they're talking about intermittent fasting. They're talking about grains, rice, oh goodness, everything, gluten, all kinds of stuff. Nowhere was it ever, you know, even discussed on, like, it was more of like what my mom's endocrinologist told her. Yes, you have diabetes, but you can have everything in moderation. As soon as she told me that, I'm like, you need to watch Dr. Ken Berry. It's like, come on now. Okay, so let me fast forward because it's 8 minutes in and I'm queen of rambles, and I always just sit and when I'm filming, I feel like I'm just chatting with a friend because like you guys have become like my friends, you know? That sounds goofy, right? Sorry, that's just me. Anywho, we met with his nutritionist and doctor the end of May 26th to be exact. And I said, we came back from vacation. I noticed these darkenings around his neck creases, his armpit. I think he's insulin resistant. My biggest concern is diabetes. My mom has that. By this time I was diagnosed being pre-diabetic. I'm insulin resistant. I said, you know, I have hypothyroidism. I was diagnosed with everything. So at this point in time, I knew what I had, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my boy's 14 years old. Like, he does not need these kind of health issues. Long story short, I said, I want this test done, this test done, this test done. You run whatever test you want, but I need these testings done. I wanted his A1C, his vitamin D levels, iron levels, thyroid levels. I mean, it was, you know, we needed to know, you know? I have an amazing pediatrician for my children. I absolutely adore where I take my children. And within hours, he called back and he said, Mom, you nailed it. He's insulin resistant, he's pre-diabetic, vitamin D levels are low, everything you were concerned of, yeah, you were on. And I cried because, like, who wants to know? Who wants their 14-year-old to have those issues, those problems? It's scary, you know? And had he continued the lifestyle he was having where, you know, whatever, it was, it could have killed him just like it could have killed me. And that is scary. My son started keto like May 28th, 2019. I'm filming this August 22nd, 2019. I'm gonna cry. Crap. Let me get it together. We went to the doctor yesterday. My son is down 30 pounds. He's down 30 pounds. His blood pressure is down. His heart rate is down. Keto has been amazing. And I truly believe that we come across people's channels for reasons. I didn't go out searching Dr. Ken Berry for his channel. It just came up as a suggestion. And he puts things into such perspective of, it's not your doctor's fault. They're doing what they were told. But you can learn and you can help teach these doctors and teach the nurses of your experiences and how you've learned. And I was talking to my son yesterday on our way back from the doctors, and I said, you know, the scariest thought is that nobody thinks right off the bat, looking at a child who's struggling with weight, that they're probably diabetic. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like that's typically the norm, to do blood work on kids that young. Although I do feel, especially through our experience that we've gone through, don't be afraid, moms and dads out there, to ask for those blood tests. And if you have to, demand those blood tests. Like I said, I have an amazing pediatrician who is as open-minded, and it's not one of those pediatricians who gets on their high horse and is like, sweetie, you are just a civilian, you haven't gone to school for this. You know, I don't have doctors like that, and you shouldn't either, just saying. But I will tell you, my pediatrician is very amazing and very open to my concerns, my opinions, and doesn't shut me down and make me feel like poo, you know? So long story short, moms, dads out there, weight, especially with a teenager, is very touchy. It's especially if you are a parent such as me who has battled disorders all your life when it comes to that. Always had an unhealthy relationship with food. Happy? Yay! Sad? Everything was eating. Everything revolved around food. So with that being said, don't be afraid to ask for these A1Cs, for, you know, the blood glucose test, a vitamin D test, a thyroid test. And don't be afraid to bring up insulin resistance. You know, if I hadn't, I don't know where my son would be. You know, even the doctor said yesterday that emotional mom, proud mom moment. He's so proud of my son, and that my son has prevented potential heart attacks at a young age because of the steps he's taken, you know. And he's so cool and nonchalant about it too. I mean, I pack his lunch, I make keto bread for his lunch, everything. And people at work know that he does keto, the kids at school knows he does keto, and he flat out tells them, if I don't do keto, I'll die because of diabetes, you know. And I think that when you educate your children, not just yourself, they can help educate others. And that's what I truly hope, even though this is a ramble fest of 15 minutes, that this helps you guys. Not just you know, you, but you're watching for your children. Look for those dark spots on your kids' necks, your armpits, you know, the arms. Like, the body shows you. I've talked about this in the past. The body gives you signs, clues, and hints of what's going on. Anyways, friends, I just wanted to share this proud mom moment with you guys. And like I said, if you have concerns for your children and you think, oh my gosh, you know, this could be insulin resistance, which insulin resistance leads to prediabetes, diabetes, all kinds of different issues. And if you have that in your family, you really want to pay attention to it. So I am going to do more of these sit-down videos discussing keto, and I will break it down more, what I've learned from keto. I hope, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't lose anybody in this video, but this is legitimately a proud mom moment. And also tips to all you moms and dads out there that are concerned for your kids and don't know what to look for. Those are just a couple things. That was just like one big thing, one scary thing. Anyways, I'm gonna jump off because your girl made the video long. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday wherever you are, whatever time you see this. Until tomorrow, friends, as always, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. By the way, check my description box down below for my main channel. I'm gonna have my Southern Keto Cookbook It's not mine, but like the cookbook that I use all the time, along with some other keto items that we use that we find very, very helpful. And I'll link yesterday's Amazon video there too. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your love, your support, and everything. You guys don't know how much you mean to me, and being my cheering section. You guys are like the best cheerleaders ever. Okay, friends, until tomorrow, I love you guys. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.